everybody. Welcome to Atlanta, the crown jewel of the South. Atlanta is considered an economic powerhouse, full of promise and opportunity, but many of its residents struggle to make ends meet. There are more than 6 million people calling Atlanta home. It is a diverse city with diverse needs. More than 22% of Atlantans are living below the poverty line and experiencing food insecurity. State Farm and the Atlanta Hawks have joined forces for the Million Meal Pack to fight hunger by providing 1 million meals to the Atlanta community in just one day. I'm here at State Farm Arena, home of the Atlanta Hawks, where thousands of volunteers have come together to pack and distribute food boxes. I'll sit down with Atlanta Hawks VP of Corporate Social Responsibility, Andrea Carter, State Farm Executive, Dwayne Griffin, and Christina Granville, aka Miss Basketball, to talk about the importance of giving back to the community. Andrea, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here on Revolt. So tell us a little bit about what your responsibilities are with the Atlanta Hawks, and then we'll get into the Million Meal Pack.
My title, Vice President of Corporate Social Responsibility, is just a fancy way of saying doing good things in the community. And so that is really what my charge is, to see how can we give back to the city where our fans live, work, and play in very meaningful ways. Today we're here fighting food insecurity, right? And so that's one of the gaps that we recognize that is an issue in Atlanta.
And for those who may have never heard of the Million Meal Pack, tell us exactly what that is and what it includes.
Yeah, so the Million Meal Pack is an event we do in partnership with State Farm to help fight food insecurity right here in the city of Atlanta. So we know 1 in 9 people go hungry in the city. Many of those are children. And so we today are gonna pack 1 million meals that will stay right here locally, going to different nonprofits that are fighting food insecurity.
Tell us what's in the box.
It is jambalaya. And so each of those packs actually feeds 6 people. So today the folks are packing all those ingredients, from the rice to the seasonings to the lentils, and then putting those in packaging. It's shelf stable, so they can have it for a year to 18 months. And so all day, starting about 11:30, nonprofits are starting to make rotations to come here to actually pick up the food as it's being packed. And so these meals will go back to area nonprofits, then redistribute into the community.
How important is it, the work that you all are doing in partnership with State Farm?
It's critically important. We feel like that is what we have been put here to do, is to serve. So to be able to do that with State Farm, where they share our values and our mission in terms of community service.
You've been volunteering all your life. Tell us a little bit about that and the importance of that to you.
Yeah, so I've been volunteering since I was a little girl. That was instilled in me by my mother. So whether it was marching to make Dr. King's birthday a holiday, or going to soup kitchens and feeding folks, it really was instilled in me at a young age. And so growing up, I always thought, how can I marry my passion of sports and entertainment along with giving back? And so that's really how I ended up in this chair today.
Well, Andrea, thank you so much for joining us here on Revolt.
Thank you for having me.
What a beautiful sight to see all of you out here serving the community, working hard with the Atlanta Hawks and State Farm.
Dwayne, thank you so much for taking the time out, from packing all of these boxes right now. What's been your experience today volunteering? What's it been like? How's it been on the floor? How's the energy? All of that.
The energy's amazing. So first of all, between the host and the DJ, keeping it going, reminding you of what you're targeting for. I did the first shift today, so first out the gate, about 116,000.
Wow.
What was, unique and special was the camaraderie that just formed within people who I didn't know, just met on the fly, but we're here for the same cause.
So today is just one of the many initiatives that State Farm has when it comes to helping the community. Tell me a little bit more about State Farm's community outreach.
State Farm, we believe in helping build stronger, healthier communities. And in doing that, there are many efforts we kind of engage with, and today's just a great example, partnering with the Atlanta Hawks. We really believe our efforts and our engagement supports what we're really in the mission of doing, and it's really helping people recover from the unexpected, but also helping them realize what their dreams are. And that's our community building effort engagements. When you look at the research and all the issues, food insecurity really stands out. And when you click into food insecurity, it's really access kind of the food. So this Million Meal Pack is all about those 5,000 volunteers with the degree, cause, and the commitment to the community coming together, volunteering over multiple shifts to make 1 million meals, to then deliver those meals out to the various access points where those who are in need can get to them.
How does that make you feel to know that State Farm is allowing people to give back?
You know, it makes me feel really good about just being affiliated with State Farm and being affiliated with the Hawks who have partnered close to help create this experience. But there's a volunteer experience to that too, of the goodness and the goodness that comes out in volunteers coming. And just hearing them enter, there's a little walkway. They kind of enter like the players enter the basketball court. Did you see that? They're coming in. And then you see the kids that are going with that, how excited they are, because this is their home. This is where they come to cheer on our teams. And in doing that, now they're part of that as a team member to help volunteer. So it's really cool and special. That makes the energy really fly.
Yeah. Well, Dwayne, thank you so much for joining us on Revolt.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us, Christina. So tell me, where did the Miss Basketball come from?
Oh, wow. Well, I've been playing since I was younger. Since I always wanted to be like my big brother. He was a basketball player. And I've been able to use my brand. I started my own nonprofit organization called I Hoop 2 Foundation. And we really just service young kids, young adults, just trying to give them resources when it comes to basketball. And my brand literally has helped me because I've been able to use all of my partners, all of my resources to do as much as I can.
And part of that brand and the partnerships that you've made have been with the Atlanta Hawks. How did you make that connection? How did that start?
First off, you know, I love the Atlanta Hawks. Let me just say what they have done for the city of Atlanta, just how they're just so ingrained into the community. I started with them being a brand ambassador.
What do you think this Million Meal Pack will mean for, you know, people that are facing food scarcity in the city of Atlanta?
It means a lot, and it will help so many people who literally, they need it. I know they're gonna be so excited to have this food. I know they're gonna just enjoy it. They're gonna have a good time, but it doesn't stop here.
Right.
We gotta keep doing the work, not just today, day in and day out. And the Atlanta Hawks, that's what they've been doing. A lot of people think when you're giving back, it's about giving money, but it's about your time. You can help pack some meals, you know what I'm saying? Or you can go volunteer at a local shelter or anywhere and just give back. It's so important. Whatever space you're in, you're needed. We need it. The city of Atlanta needs it. So we just gotta get connected. We gotta reach out and do our part.
Miss Basketball Granville, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, and thank you guys so much for having this. This is so amazing because our stories need to be told, right? Thank you so much.
It was so fun. We had to do a million.
How does it feel to help people out?
That makes them so happy. That makes their feelings feel good.
With more than 5,000 volunteers coming out to help serve their community, the Million Meal Pack has been a great success. Thank you, Atlanta, for bringing your A game.